Wow. Well, it was my only day off this week, so gonna have a nice relaxing day. We're gonna finish up on the story, and
I'm old school like Bambada, no man's hotter. The damn data, I jam proper, you man's nada.
I'll finish up the story and you know, explain to you my inspirations and stuff like that, and probably do that on a nice walk today because it looks like it's pretty nice out today. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Actually, I'll see you guys in a second. When I got to my mom's in Toronto, I was pretty pissed off that everything kind of failed when I tried really hard. So I kind of secluded myself. Didn't go out to do anything. Focused on work a lot. Didn't go out, started playing online games, started watching YouTube videos. And it just went on from there for the next year. I pretty much just sat in my mom's basement and didn't move. After I was working in a museum, my grandfather was really sick, and my mother was going to go back to Newfoundland to go see him while he was dying. I wasn't able to go back to Newfoundland just because of the price and all that, but I was able to come to Halifax. So I took it. I didn't have any money, I didn't have a place to go, anywhere to stay. It was just near the end of spring, so it was still kind of winter time here. I was happy I was back in Halifax, but you know, I made a rash decision, and I wasn't sure if I was going to have it pay off or it was going to backfire on me. So when I got to Halifax with nothing but, you know, the clothes on my back and a couple of bags, in those bags I had the rest of my clothes, and in the second bag I had my laptop with all the cords and cables and everything. I had to have my internet. I planned to just use Starbucks and all that, their free Wi-Fi, to find a job and stuff like that, find a place to live. You know, I had a plan. You know, I was going to use the YMCA, the libraries, free internet and all that sort of stuff, the help centers, welfare if I had to, the shelters. I had experience in this stuff already, so I had it all worked out. It was going to work out, you know. I was determined to make it work. I finally, after 12 years, got back to the city I belonged, and I was going to be damned if anything was going to fuck it up for me. So when I got here, I was motivated. I was determined. And I wasn't looking back either. It was only moving forward, moving upward. Before I left, I made a couple of backup plans and got in contact with a couple of people that I knew were still here. One being an ex-girlfriend of mine. You know, I walked around the city for a few hours trying to find a job and finding the resource centers and where to go and stuff like that. But it was pretty cold and I was drenched and all that stuff. So I called her just to see if she could hold on to my bags for the day. And while talking to her, just, you know, catching up and everything, she offered me to stay with her for a month or so. I mean, I relucted at first because I didn't want to get any help from anybody. I spent my life depending on everybody, and I wanted to do this my way. But in the end, you know, I didn't want to be stupid and miss an opportunity, so I took it. It was a bumpy ride. She still was in love with me and everything. And when I came here, she expected me, by staying with her, to you know, to get back with her and everything, but unfortunately that wasn't my plan. And when she finally figured that out, she kind of made my life a living hell. I had been through so much shit, and I was so determined to get back on my feet, I didn't give a fuck. She could do whatever she wanted to me, as long as I had a roof over my head and I had internet access to get myself out there. It didn't matter. She could say whatever the hell she wanted. And this was pretty much the beginning of my determination to finally turn my life around. Anyway, so I had to come back in because it's getting pretty cold out there. You know, I stuck to my guns. I didn't let her get me down. I had started working at a morning restaurant, early morning, started at 5 a.m. That lasted for a little while. I eventually couldn't keep up. They put way too much work on me, and they expected too much out of me because of my experience and because of what I had just recently gone through. My experience didn't stand up to what I was able to pull off in the kitchen. But I wasn't going to let that get me down. I was still determined to make everything work, so I found a job within a couple days. I think it was 3 days, which is the job I'm at currently. So then after about a month of being at this new job, I found a place that was closer to downtown where the job was. It was easier to commute. And so I moved there. It was this place. It was a small little bachelor. It was cheap. It was affordable. So about 2 weeks ago, I was sitting here, still not going out or seeing anybody or doing anything. I've attempted to ask people if they wanted to hang out and stuff, but generally the response I get is they're too busy or they have other plans. So I was sitting here, and it was about 2 weeks ago. It was just after Christmas, and I was watching. I think it was a CTFxC video. And then I saw that ShayTards had posted their Christmas special, so I sat and watched that. Something about watching them experience a Christmas like that kind of lit a spark in me that had long been gone out. It kind of motivated me to, do something, get out there, because I wasn't privileged enough to have that style of childhood at their age. But growing up, I didn't have those types of things. So this video motivated me to go out and finally get my camera and start vlogging, start showing my life, start doing something like this, expressing myself in a way that other people can relate to, and maybe get something out of, and maybe be inspired like I was by watching a simple video online. CTFxC, Charles Trippy, he had a lot to do with it as well, him and Ali, their relationship with each other. They're so nice to each other, they're so good with each other, they just work, they click, it's nice to see that that type of relationship is out there and available for people to have. Because of my rough past and with the way I've seen families work out with divorces and abuse and all that sort of thing, seeing something like that is nice. It's generally inspiring for someone like me. It's the whole reason I'm doing these vlogs, to try to showcase to the world that someone with my past can take something as simple as an online video and turn it into motivation and drive to better himself and to better his life around him. So this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to make partners, so it gives me the opportunity to explore a type of lifestyle that has long been out of reach for me. One where I'm comfortable and can afford to go and do things and be able to go hang out with people and not have that burden in the back of my mind of what's going to happen next, or what am I going to screw up, or this and that. I'm hoping through this that I can motivate myself and others. It's just that simple. So I'm going to sit back, maybe play some video games, we'll see where the night goes. It's still pretty early. You must subscribe, favorite, like, and comment. Subscribe, favorite, like, and comment. Yes, I'm very bored. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, you can't handle it. You can't handle it. Alright, so I just played for the kitty for like 45 minutes. She's always good to entertain myself. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. It took me a long time to tell it. I left out a lot of details. I'll probably be covering them throughout the vlogs over time. If you know anybody who's going through rough times, doesn't have anybody there to stand by them, let them know that I'm here and that there's somebody who understands what they're going through. So spread the words. Let's get WisemanTimes up to the top. I had Charles Trippy send me a message today saying that doing a good job and to keep it up and not to give up. So that's always nice to know that someone like that's out there keeping an eye on things. So spread the word. Let's get me up to the top. And remember to go to Twitter, follow me on Twitter, WisemanTimes, subscribe, favorite, comment, blah blah blah. You guys know all that crap, and I will see you tomorrow.